Here we go again with Doom the Dark Ages, again with path tracing patch. This is the RTX 5090 this time, not the 4090. As you can see, this is giving me at least like 15 FPS more than the 5090. Somehow this is like very like percentage wise, it's not 35% powerful anymore. It's like more than 65% more powerful than the 4090 in this particular game with the path tracing. As you can see, this is 4K with DLAA, not even DLSS, and path tracing is motion like it's like set to the max, and everything else set to the max as well. And as you can see, it's giving me 36 FPS instead of the 22 FPS that was given to me by the RTX 4090. And as you can see, this one is actually using a little bit just more VRAM, not too much more than the 4090, but just a little bit more. Again, this is 36 FPS versus 22 FPS on the 4090, and frames be sitting on the VRAM. So let's just go and kill these bastards. Where they at? These are not here anymore. And as you can see, this is like very playable. Like 30 FPS in this game feels smooth. Although this is a fast-paced game, you don't want to be playing at 36 FPS, 34 FPS. You actually want to be playing at like 120 FPS and more, and like just enabling path tracing is just, you know, not really worth it. I'm not gonna say it's not really worth it, because it is actually, like, visually wise it's worth it, performance wise it's not worth it. Like you gotta you know, decide what if you want to pay the price of the path tracing or not. But for me, I would use DLSS Performance, because DLSS is actually right on par with like native quality with the transformer model. And I'll be playing. Oh, I'm running out of fucking bullets. I'll be playing the game with path tracing, like DLSS Performance, and some frame generation on top of that. It's gonna get me like right on top of the 120 FPS mark. So yeah, I don't know. This is you know, pretty tempting. All right, so let's use DLSS right now on quality, no frame generation, just DLSS, and see if it's gonna get me above 60 FPS or not. Let's hope it's more than 60 FPS, because it's 30 FPS right now, and it's 70 FPS as you can see. And because this GPU has more tensor cores than the 4090 and has more AI capabilities than the 4090, it's actually close to 60 FPS. For the, like, sometimes it goes to 60 FPS. With the 4090, I could only do 60 FPS with the DLSS Performance, not DLSS Quality. But again, like, this is the 5090, not the 4090. Why do I keep comparing the two? Yeah, I keep comparing the two just because I'm just replying to myself now. I keep comparing the two just because the difference in performance is not really that much bigger than from the 3090 to the 4090. But in this game, it is. This game, somehow, it is. Like, going from 22 with native quality DLAA to 36 FPS in the same exact spot, that's a big uplift. Not just 35% of performance uplift. That's more than that. That's close to double, actually. All right, let's use DLSS Performance and see where it's gonna get me. DLSS Performance is probably gonna get me to 80, probably. Let's hope 80 FPS. DLSS Performance is gonna be right above now. And I was right, it's 80 FPS. Well, 88 FPS, which is, you can say, oh, now it's dropping to 70s. All right, so never mind those numbers. It's just, it is what it is. It's smooth, it's fucking playable, you know what I mean? And as I said before, I would be, you know, playing the game with DLSS Performance and frame generation, because the path tracing is just not, you know, easy to run. Path tracing is not easy to run on any GPU, no matter what power it is. Like, it's just like too demanding. That's it. It's just too demanding for GPUs to run, and it's actually too expensive. And as you can see, like, with the native resolution and DLAA, well, this is still 4K, but it's DLSS Performance 4K. It was using 14.444, but now it's using 9 gigabytes, 600 megabytes. So, you know, it's fine. It's not really that bad. This GPU has 32 gigabytes of VRAM, so even if it's using 20, 24, 29 gigabytes of VRAM, it's not gonna matter for the GPU, because it has a lot of VRAM to spare. And yeah, now it's like not 600 watts anymore. It's close to like 500 watts and 480 watts. Sometimes it drops like to 450 watts. but it's still like in the 500 watts, you know, most of the time. Okay, that crate is empty. I got the weapon already because I played this section of the game too many times, and I can't even take these because I still have them. All right, right now let's go and use DLSS quality with frame generation. Settings, DLSS quality, right here, and frame generation. I'm gonna use frame generation, both aspects of frame generation. Where is it? DLSS frame generation is like right up, like right down from DLSS quality, and I was looking for it all the way in the bottom. All right, apply and go back. DLSS, is it gonna crash? No, I thought it was gonna crash because it hitched when I got out of the settings menu. And as you can see, it's 90 FPS, 88 FPS at times. It is what it is. Like, fast tracing is too demanding. So yeah, let me just go keep staying. So like, what is it? What is here? What can I take from here? Nothing. Like, just this. I don't really need this. I have 3 of them already. All right. So as you can see right now, the VRAM increased to 11.8 and giving me, well, it was like 88 FPS down here. It's now like 100 FPS up here. And just the fire, like the fire effect is like, looks realistic. Fire effect looks realistic. I know that Resident Evil games just like put like a video of actual fire, I think, in the game, because it actually looks real in Resident Evil games. But this is it looks rendered, but it looks realistic as well. Like it's out of place in the game, because the game is not realistic at all. That's what the game, like the game is not really realistic. This is not the best looking game of all time. We're gonna have to give that title to Hellblade 2, Senua's Sacrifice. And you can call it walking simulator, you can call it whatever it is. Like, it still like has the best visuals and the best graphics on PC, like hands down. You cannot argue about that. You just can't. All right, let's use frame generation 4x right now. I'm gonna have to come up with the logo for it in OBS, but for now I'm just gonna use 4x in game and not care about it in the OBS overlay. I'm just gonna keep the FG logo in the overlay, and that's it. All right, with FSR, I don't know why I was gonna say FSR. With DLSS frame generation on and on 4x, it's giving me 150 FPS. It drops down to 140 FPS again. It's not really that stable of FPS, but it's smooth. It's still like smooth. As you can see, the frame time graph is just crazy. Like 22 like milliseconds is just not correct, and it's not really reporting that correctly, but it's close, you know. It's gonna be probably like what, like 6 or like 8 milliseconds for 140. It's gonna be like 6 milliseconds because 8 is the 120 FPS, and yeah, it's gonna be probably 6 milliseconds. 140 probably 6 milliseconds, but yeah, it feels smooth regardless. It feels just smooth. It doesn't really feel like stuttery or like jittery mess. It's a smooth fucking again, like this game somehow, as I said in the previous that guy just disappeared. I didn't kill him, he just disappeared. As I said in the initial review of this game when it just launched, without the path tracing, even with DLSS frame generation 4x, it feels like it's really responsive. It doesn't really feel like it's laggy or anything like that. Although we're coming from 80 FPS, no, I think we're coming from like 60 FPS with DLSS quality. And yeah, 60 FPS is enough. But you know, if you want to use 4x in like most games, aim for 80 or 90 FPS base, and then use the DLSS frame generation 4x. And that's why I said like I'm gonna use DLSS performance, then use DLSS frame generation. All right, let's drop it to 1440p for this one, and go and disable DLSS. Go DLAA, disable frame generation. Keep it native. Let's put 1440p. Disable them from OBS overlay, and apply. I think I'm gonna have to go out to make the overlay a little bit smaller. No, I'm just gonna keep it like that. Just gonna keep it like that. It looks fine. All right. Right now, as you can see, with native 1440p, it's using 10.8 gigabytes of VRAM. You can see 11 gigabytes of VRAM, but it's not even giving me close to what DLSS quality on 4K was giving me. Like, it was giving me at least like 59, 60 FPS. Now it's just 50 drops sometime. Drop like one time to like 49, and that's it. Let's reset the 1% lows, see if they're gonna drop again. I don't think they're gonna drop. It's like clockwork for me right now. I know exactly what's gonna happen, and I have ways to avert the situations. All right, where are the bad guys? Right here. This nail gun is like the most, like, the best gun in this game so far as I played. I have this laser gun. I don't really use it. It's not really accurate. It's just like the Matrix. You know the Matrix movie? Like those laser guns? They could have used the laser guns. But the laser guns are not really accurate. They have too much recoil. They have too much like spread, and like they're not just not really accurate. That's why in the latest battle in Zion, they used actual bullets, because bullets are actually accurate. You can predict bullets when the bullet drop and, like, you know, circumvent that. But with lasers, like, they're moving at the speed of light. You really can't do that. This guy is pretty easy right now. I should have picked like the hardest difficulty. This has hurt me plenty, which is like basically hard, but like it goes like to like nightmare and ultra nightmare, and that those difficulties are probably going to be even harder. I'm probably going to have like 50% health, not even 110%. All right, let's use DLSS with 1440p. I'm going to keep this video short. I'm not going to go with the 1080p because 1080p is not really for this GPU. And let's use DLSS Quality. Apply it. Go back. As you can see right now, the VRAM dropped. Again, it's the same as DLSS Performance on 4K. Not really the same because DLSS Performance was like 9.6 and now it's like 9.2. But, you know, again, the resolutions now are not the same. This is like 960p upscale to 1440p. Not 1080p actually. It's 960p. I'm just gonna skip this. Alright, right now with DLSS I get 90 FPS, now dropping to 70s. Wow. It was 90s just back up top, now dropping to 70s. That's not fair. I want my 90 FPS back. Where are the other guys? Alright. See, with that green thing, I want to be in the way of that thing. Okay, let's use DLSS Performance right now. DLSS Performance is not really something that you should use on 1440p, but it's still better than 1080p, to be honest. Still better than using it in 1080p. And as you can see, 104 FPS with path tracing DLSS Performance, which is 720p upscale to 1440p, mind you, but it's, you know, it's still looking better than just 1080p native, actually. On my screen, at least, because I have like a 48-inch screen, so yeah, on my screen, it looks better. And even if you have a 1440p screen, it's gonna look better than just 1080p native if you use DLSS Performance or balanced than actually dropping to you know, 1080p. Gotta have. What the fuck? What happened to this guy? This is what should happen to this guy. I think that was just a glitch in the game. He was like his shit was like breaking on its own. What the fuck? When does that happen? Never. Never seen that. Oh, he evaded that shot that he sent me, but I sent it back to him. All right, let's use DLSS frame generation with, you know, just DLSS frame generation, not even upscale. I'm just gonna use frame generation 2x first, and I'm gonna put it right here on OBS. And as you can see, DLSS frame generation gives me the same exact performance as DLSS quality with, well, a little bit more than DLSS quality, but it uses more VRAM though. It still uses more VRAM to accomplish that. And oh yeah, this door closes when I get in because those skeleton boys show up. These dumb bastards. Can they hit me? I'm just gonna let them hit me. Oh yeah, they can hit. Fuck. I thought they were like some dumb stupid creatures. They actually can hit back. Fuck. I was mistaken. Alright. Let's use the DLSS frame generation, but 4x right now. Alright, DLSS frame generation 4x. Where are the guys that used to be here? Oh, right here. Speak of the devil. As you can see, 177 FPS on native resolution, but with dumb frames. I would not call them fake frames. They're dumb frames. They're not interactive frames, but they are actually frames that you can see. And with this game, like the fake frames, the dumb frames, they are really not a problem. Like, not a problem at all. Like, I move my mouse, it moves instantly on screen. I don't see any delay or anything like that. Oh yeah, let me just go take some things from here. Well, if you didn't know about this secret, here it is. Come on, come on, come on, show up. All of them are gonna die. All of them gonna die. Give me this. Give me this. Okay, before I end this video, I am going to be trying DLSS on 4K. DLSS Performance. Let me just go put it 4K and do DLSS Performance and frame generation 4x, and let's apply that and see how many FPSs are we gonna be getting. I think we're gonna be getting like 200 and some change FPS in game. I said it 230 FPS. It's probably gonna drop to 190 FPS if like there's like too much action-packed scenes. It does not drop to 100 FPS actually. It's still 230 FPS, 240 FPS. Which is more than I expected. I expected like 200 FPS at least, but it's like more. Fake frames, more fake frames give more performance. Frames win games. Like Jensen says it. Frames win games. But this is not the frames that win games actually. These are the frames that loses games. These frames make you lose games. I don't need anything from this spot, so I'm just gonna go with this spot. And as you can see, 135 FPS in Doom. What the fuck was hitting me? Oh, yeah, they're still like alive around there. Let me just go kill them real quick. I think I'm just gonna keep it, you know, shorten this video and stop it right here. And as you can see, this is every scenario that you could play with 1590 at 1080p. I wouldn't be trying 1080p on this GPU because it's just not worth it. If you're gonna be playing this game, you're gonna be playing it on 4K with this GPU, DLSS Performance. And if you don't like path tracing, you don't like path tracing, you just don't use it and that's it. But it is actually making a big difference in this game, to be honest. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it here. See you in the next video, and ciao.